Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tichawana Goranga. I'll be presenting a speech to you about the advantages and disadvantages of homeschooling versus public schooling. The American public school system is in desperate need of reform. What prompted this need for reform was the 1983 document, A Nation at Risk, which stated that American students were performing poorly compared to students from other industrialized countries, and the nation was at risk of being overtaken by students from these other countries. In 2001, President George Bush passed an act titled the No Child Left Behind Act, and this act was a predecessor for what we are familiar with today as standardized-based testing. The question is, do the advantages of homeschooling outweigh going to public school? From this reform, the No Child Left Behind Act, this is when the homeschooling movement began to increase momentum. Currently, the movement is growing at a rate of 2 to 8% per annum. The factors affecting the decision to homeschool include the parental socioeconomic status and the quality of schools in the district. So a lot of parents are pulling their children out of schools because they're dissatisfied with the public school system. The statistics show that 66% of homeschool fathers have completed a college education, and 62% of women have completed a college education. Again, there's another misconception that they're poorly qualified, but these statistics show that they are well qualified to educate their children. The median income for a homeschooling household is $80,000 a year. Women are the primary educators. Up to 81% of the educators in homeschools are women who have chosen to forego their careers in the marketplace. And the percentage of homeschool students who are white or non-Hispanic is 91%. So there's an overwhelming majority of students who are white. The public school statistics, the American median income is $52,000 versus the $80,000 for the homeschooling families. With this disparity, homeschooling students in general are going to perform better than public schooling students because of the increased availability of resources to them. But what happens to those who are less advantaged? There are a variety of ethnicities represented in public schools compared to homeschools. We have the whole variety from white, black, Asian, Hispanic, and Native American represented in our public schools, and this is a rainbow of diversity which is lacking in the homeschool movement. And contrary to common belief that our public schools are failing, high school graduation rates are actually on the increase. The rates have increased from 74% in 1990 to 81% in 2011, and this is an indication that our public schools are serving our children well. And this table shows the different ethnicities that are found in our public schools. The disadvantages of homeschooling is that the women are foregoing economic opportunities and they're staying at home to educate their children. This becomes a problem in the event of a divorce or if the spouse dies and these women are left in poverty, negating any positive effects which may have been gained from having homeschooled their children. In addition to this, there's less ethnic diversity. While there are minorities who are beginning to homeschool their children, it's important for children to be exposed to different cultures. And there's less opportunities for socialization because their primary caregiver is the person who they're socializing with. Whereas in public schools, they're able to socialize with their peers. The advantages of public school: education quality is not on the decline, and it is available to children regardless of socioeconomic status. In conclusion, while homeschooling may be a viable alternative for a few families, it is not a substitution for education reform. Thank you.